Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Today's episode of the Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by our bonus packages. Please go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and click on the bonus banner. You'll get access to all of our bonus content, and even better, you'll be helping out TMOS. So please quit sucking, and we thank you.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store, and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hello, campers.
Hello.
How's everybody doing?
Fantastic.
Michael Buffer. Let's get ready to rumble. All right, we said that we would have an announcement on Friday's show. This isn't a major announcement. You know we're going to be in Las Vegas. This is a different announcement. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Yes. Let me get the music. Hold on just
you need
a second.
the music.
All right. Let me get the Vegas music. You ready? Cue the Vegas music. Thank you. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to this. Due to your amazing, and I'm talking amazing support, our TMOS Live Friday show is almost completely sold out. Normally, that would shut out the majority of listeners who want to see our live show. Did last year. After 10 years, we are thrilled at the response to our 10th anniversary spectacular. And I mean, that gives me just pause to realize how great our listeners are. We have added a second show. Tickets are now available for a second show Saturday night, November 16th. Want to come and see us 2 nights in a row? No problema. Not able to make it till Saturday in Vegas? No problema.
Yeah.
Worried that you get shut out? No problem. We are delighted to announce a second all-new show for Saturday night at the Zappos corporate headquarters in downtown Vegas. We are pumped to see even more of our incredible listeners, but these tickets will sell out fast, so go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and get yours now.
Do it. Do it.
The TMOS 10th Anniversary Spectacular brought to you by Zappos.com. Tickets are on sale right now, and we have something like a little over 30 tickets left for the first show. But fear not, we have a second show on Saturday. And last year, I also was mindful of the fact that a lot of people said, you know, I'm glad you got... Oh, turn that down. I'm glad that you guys are doing a second show, because a lot of you can't do Friday, get into Vegas Friday. A lot of you have to wait till Saturday. So now, get out there and do it. And for those of you that want to come see us 2 nights in a row, we'd love you too to be there. And we're very, very excited about it. And
you've got Clarence. Do either.
Clarence.
What's your vector, Victor?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So, yeah. I mean, this is, I said to my wife earlier today that I am, after 10 years, that we can still do this. And we added a second show for one reason only, that we sold tickets fast for previous live shows. We sold these faster than we did New Orleans. We sold these faster than the first Vegas show. Sold these faster than D.C. We're very, very happy that we've added a second show. So sell that out too,
please, because we want to do that, and then we'll venture out into the Vegas night, exhausted, burned out, and for both of you
strung
and me,
out,
and
Jack.
I'm talking to myself too. You know, please, we have to pace ourselves,
conserve,
because we have a second show.
But
and by the way,
we're not going to disappoint anyone.
The second show is going to be different than the first one in not only format but also content. So and it's significantly different. So we're very,
complementary
very
to the first one.
Oh, absolutely. And if you want to come and see both, you're going to see a different show on Saturday night because ticket sales have been swift.
And a little behind the scenes.
Don't know why I had to rewrite that, Rob. Anyway.
For years, I've been like, Mike, we should just do 2 shows. He's like, no!
Well, Oscar, your philosophy and my philosophy are different. You come from a school of thought where, you do as many as you can, and I come from a philosophy of, we make them all special, and we less is more. That's the way I look at it. But when you have 30 tickets left to your first show, as you told me,
after a
pre-sale where they haven't even been open to
the public,
the general public. And I should point out, and I don't mind telling people that the bonus show subscriptions are a small part of our entire listening audience.
Yes. Single digits.
So when you tell me that we've almost sold out a show because of those folks, those wonderful, incredible,
beautiful,
truly
folks.
Supportive listeners that do that, we're excited to do a second show.
We want to be
and a lot of you. a lot of you wanted us to do it, and so we're doing it, and we're going to get those tickets on sale for those of you that want to come and see us. And I really now, if you're the type of person that said, "Oh, I couldn't get out of work to get there," instead you got Saturday till 8 p.m. to make it out there and be out there. So I can't say thank you enough to our listening audience, because these live shows now, and the reason we do it with Zappos, and the reason we are doing it in Las Vegas again, it is a business decision. Make no mistake about that. We have fundraisers throughout the year that are absolutely essential to our business model. And if you're bored at me talking about that, I have to talk about it, because we have an intimate relationship with our audience. And this has now become something that we rely upon to make money for the show, so the show can keep going strong. And that is why we are really excited about doing this. And when Oscar and I were talking about how the show is going to be laid out, I'm excited about that too. Let's just say they're going to be both wonderful programs, and but people will find reasons to punch holes in everything, but I don't care. If you didn't make it to the Friday show, there's really very little we can do about that. Also, there's nothing we can do about
Mike, that. At the root of it, it's this, and you alluded to this earlier, and I should just highlight it, is the idea that we would only have 30-plus tickets available to the general public is asinine.
It's crazy.
If that type of demand is there, and for those of
that makes sense,
our listeners that would want to participate in a 10-year anniversary, we should open up a second evening, as you said, to make this happen.
I think of the listeners that are, say, local in Vegas that don't have the gelt to put together for the bonus package, and we're mindful of that.
They had
as well.
plans on Friday, but now they can come Saturday.
We are super psyched about that. So look on our social media; it's going to be up there today, and we're going to be there and be square and do all that fantastic stuff. What before we move on, because I'm frustrated when I have to rewrite your copy. Why did you say ticket sales have been swift?
Well, they were amazingly swift, faster than any before.
They weren't amazingly swift. You were, I don't know where, it's just
Taylor Swift.
It's just interesting sometimes.
No, I do believe that is a standard phrase. Swift ticket sales, meaning that they were moving. We only had 30 left.
Swift,
fast, moving.
Yes. Yeah. All right.
I knew a girl in college named Swift. She was Swift.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then Tom Swift, of course.
She's very sweet. Broke my heart.
Well, anyway, we're very, very excited about that. And I'm getting ready to hop on a plane and swiftly fly up to Washington, D.C. And what is the weather up there? Please tell me right now. I don't mind hearing it. It's going to be showers and thunderstorms today.
Well, today in the evening, you have a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms.
Okay. All right.
As you do all summer long.
Yes.
Always a 30% chance. It's a drizzly, cool morning, but I think you've got chance of clearing up.
Yesterday, the gates of hell opened up here in Southwest Florida, where for the first time, the black wall of clouds that I saw in the distance landed on top of us, and in certain areas, this is how it rains down here. In certain areas where near where I live, they got 3.5 inches of rain in less than an hour.
An hour?
Yeah, imagine what that rain
that's
is
like. That's like a month's worth of rain. That would be a lot to get in a month, and they get it in an hour.
So it's here.
Rain sideways in Florida. When I was in Orlando, I was like, oh. That's like the rain in Forrest Gump when it's raining sideways. And I said, hey kids, look, it's raining sideways. And they looked at me like I was like, Rube.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
I am seeing my daughter this evening and seeing my other daughter, who I haven't gotten her permission yet, but she has a website now for her acting that's up and running. It's beautiful.
Let me find it.
She's done a really nice... No, stop. Stop
it. You don't want me to, I'll plug it. I was going to
plug
plug it.
I know. Not ready yet.
Sorry.
But I'm just mentioning what happens in my life. That's all. Just waiting for my world. What
is
the weather
excited.
for?
He gets excited with your daughters, I think.
I do need to meet.
Call me.
No, that's Catherine.
I know. That's
for Elizabeth, I do need to slide into her DMs, Mike, because I gave your daughter, Catherine, a graduation present. It would only be fair to have an offering for Elizabeth. So if you do hear about a transaction or / conversation behind the scenes on her Instagram account,
well,
please don't
nice.
be creeped
You don't
out.
have to do that, but if you'd like to, that's wonderful.
Of course, Mike.
What are you doing tonight? If you're floating around, come over to dinner with us. Have dinner with us, and come by and have a bite to eat. That would be
yes.
If you're free. It's It's going to be. You know what? I don't want you to be there. I'm meeting the boyfriend tonight.
Why can't I be there? Why can't I eyeball him?
You would have a couple of cocktails and you would try to make it. Are we going to see each other Saturday, gentlemen? Are we going to see each other?
You'll see me on Saturday, and you'll see Robert too. Robert's
coming to
see you. You're questioning us.
What do you mean? You're going to see me.
You're the only one that's like, I couldn't make it. We're always everywhere, Mike. We're just waiting for you.
I'm going to be at the hot chick for girl. I'm going to be there at the thing for girl. I don't know when you see me. Yeah, when I come walking in with the Whoopi Goldberg line, you'll know. That's,
Mike, tomorrow for the ceremony, it's looking like 65 degrees and a chance of showers.
All right, I've already told my daughter that because they have to limit the tickets that the family up there, I said I deferred. I'm going to see you Friday night, and if I don't make it to the ceremony.
To clarify,
yes,
you don't want me at dinner tonight, but you want me at girls tomorrow.
I assumed you were coming to that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
I'm excited about the whole weekend. We're having. I don't want to. We don't want to go public with that because it's not a public thing.
Right.
It's
right.
not.
No.
But girls having a party for her wedding. Katie Cole, who is Katie, what's her name
Murphy.
now? Another Katie.
She married Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. She literally married Eddie Murphy.
Well, I'd never guessed that he's Irish. Okay, sorry about that.
Well, I would, you would think he might be black.
I loved him. In another 48 hours, he was great.
Wonderful. In another.
Yes.
That's probably Eddie Murphy's best movie.
What's his first name? I
Eddie.
didn't know that.
It's Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy really is his name?
Yes.
I'm Johnny Wishbone.
Sorry, I'm a little uptight. I'm a little uptight with the travel. You know that. Carl asked me why I was in a bit of a state last night. I said, I don't like to fly. I don't like to get on planes. I don't like to go through airports. I don't like TSA. I don't like any of that crap. But I do like seeing my family, and I'm going to have the bosom of my family.
And you have an easy-to-navigate airport down there. You actually like your airport down there. It's not like you're going through Dulles.
I like my airport a lot. And I don't mind, Ronald Reagan National Airport either.
Right.
I don't mind that at all.
That's a fine airport.
Too.
I don't much care for John Foster Dulles International
I'm not
Airport.
a fan of John Foster Dulles, and I'm not a fan of getting to Thurgood Marshall.
Oh, yes, International
up in Baltimore because it used to be easy, but now with the traffic, it's not.
You're going to BWI?
No,
no, he's just rating airports.
Okay, I was like, wait a second.
I will tell you, it's
Patrick
been a long
Henry
time.
International in Richmond is another one that's hard to navigate.
Which one is it?
Patrick Henry International.
What about TF Green in Rhode Island?
Patrick Henry.
Yeah, when you're serving the southern part of the great state of Virginia, always choose Patrick Henry International Airport.
Robert E. Lee Memorial Airport. So they had a news story down here where a bartender in downtown Fort Myers was arrested for drunkenly tearing down a Robert E. Lee statue was somewhere downtown. Yeah, and so they said the story, and then the only video they had was, and here are the sons of the Confederacy putting the statue back up, and you saw these guys, and these guys had they looked like sons of the Confederacy. Which where they have nothing to do with the Confederacy, they just want to put the
when my
statue back.
When my mom was a Safeway employee in McLean, Virginia, one of her older customers that would come in to cash checks occasionally was Robert E. Lee IV, direct descendant.
Oh,
really?
Wow.
Was he super old?
He was pretty old, but this was 30 years ago. I imagine he's dead now.
Right.
But yeah, he was old, but he was very proud.
Were the Lees wealthy? Because I always think of these older families.
All the generals were probably from wealthy families because it was all about status. It was much like the
I believe
British.
Lee's land became Arlington Cemetery.
Really?
Yeah. So when you see the mansion up on the hill when you go over the bridge,
I know they make the jeans, and they've been iconic.
Yes, the Lee jeans are great.
Right.
And of course the Lee car, Mike, made by Renault.
And of course
That's right.
that great general that fought in later years, Peggy, and then replaced down the road by Spike.
What was great about her is, before the Army was commingled, she was a WOMAN.
Right. And of course, Tommy.
Yes.
Lee Jones.
And they didn't all fight on our side. There was General Bruce.
Who's Bruce?
Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
He wins.
Bruce Lee.
He went to the other side.
Right. We just played the Lee game.
The General Lee
Friday
game.
Show. This is a typical Friday
oddly
show.
drove the General Lee.
That's weird. The car. That's right. The 74 Dodge Charger or whatever it was.
I saw Bruce Lee in the theater. I saw Bruce Lee enter the Dragon. I saw that in the theater.
In the theater?
In the theater. Yeah,
Did it translate in the theater? I watched it probably high at WVU.
Was it
Solid
sort of a
film.
weird thing because kung fu films were not at their apex when that hit the big screen? So what was it like going to see
many
that?
weird movies when I was in my formative years. Look up Enter the Dragon, and I'll tell you how old I was because I did see it
Looking it
in the theater. Enter the Dragon. I
Was it
forgot
true,
the
Mike?
actor.
It might be 1974 because that's the same year that everybody was kung fu fighting.
I wasn't that much of a kid in I was growing up in 74.
You
I
were
was like
16.
14.
16, right? Yeah.
All right. Very cool. I saw, here's the one that I saw that I'll always remember. I saw a double feature at the Strand Theater in Hartford, Connecticut of The Abominable Dr. Phibes with Vincent Price.
Yes.
And then Count Yorga Vampire.
Both
And,
great.
When was Enter the Dragon?
1973, and listen to this.
We
Yeah.
were close, Mike.
On the
We're close.
tomato meter, you've got 93%. Killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enter the Dragon. And it's got...
it's
I
cla-
know
it
the
is a
actor.
classic. Yes.
I just pulled the actor.
Who?
The other actor besides Bruce Lee, the white guy, was John Saxon. Do you have any memory of John
Yeah.
Saxon
I'll
with
pull
his
it up.
black eyebrows?
B movie guy, right? A lot of B movies. Yeah.
John Saxon.
Oh, yeah, he
Enter
was
the
Roper.
Dragon. Roper.
Good name. Good name.
It was great. Speaking of
Roper.
movies, Rob Spiewak, can I ask you a question
Yeah.
about TCM?
Please.
Turner Classic Movies.
Yes.
So Turner Classic Movies, one would think that you would see classics, true classics, but they don't run classics on Turner. There was a movie last night that I looked in on between periods of the hockey game.
Yeah.
That had Roy Orbison.
Oh, I
And
saw
it
that was
something
on.
called The Fastest Guitar.
The Fastest Guitar in the West, I believe, is the full
One
title.
of the worst movies I think I've ever seen. And they do that periodically.
They do.
Where they'll put everything up there, and, it's a question of kind. Don't they have enough decent
Oftentimes,
stuff?
they have every decent thing, but oftentimes they'll do something that's thematic, and they will sometimes show an older movie that's a curio, especially if it's not available on DVD or streaming. There's a movie, a legendarily bad movie called The Sphinx. I believe it's called The Sphinx, and it's about a rock band that gets kidnapped by Russians or something. But it's got an amazing cast of 1960s has-beens, and that's the only place you can see it, is the Turner Classic Movies. And they will show Gone with the Wind and Casablanca.
Do you
and
consume everything they offer?
it's the first channel. It's the first channel I check when I turn on my television to see what's on. Yeah.
So, this is a serious question. After hours, maybe after the 10 p.m. in Safe Harbor, do they start getting a little risque with the old school movies?
They will show stuff like
Emmanuel in Space.
No, they don't show any Emmanuel films.
Emmanuel.
But they'll show some
I saw
gritty.
the Emmanuel movies in the theater.
Oh, that's got to be awkward.
It was not fun.
No,
It
they'll
was
show.
a disappointment, to be honest with you. I was looking for a little, Seika, and I got kind of soft.
Yeah.
With, where you see like a guy's forehead. Like, they just cheated us.
That isn't
He didn't
fair.
get out of his cock-a-doodie pants.
They will show some of the grittier stuff from the 70s and 80s.
What's grittier?
Like
Gunsmoke?
No, I would say like Clute or The French Connection, something good movies like that.
I'm all in on
classics.
that one.
Yeah,
That's,
and so,
that's wonderful.
but they will a lot of times at 8 p.m. they usually show something that's pretty strong as far as classic wise. Usually, unless they're doing some sort of theme.
What is your all-time fave on if it, your go-to? You'll never go by it.
I will
when it's on
never
TCM.
turn off the Maltese Falcon, the Bogart movie.
Oh.
That's it. I don't think I've ever.
I
watched
love a
that
man
in
that
its
loves to
entirety.
talk about talking.
Based in Atlanta?
No, it's not. It's based in San Francisco.
The Atlanta
Don't
Falcons.
you think for a movie that was designed around that bird that it was a pretty cheesy-looking prop? Didn't it look really a wax dummy? Didn't it look like it was made out of plastic?
No, I love the prop, and I actually have a copy of it at my home because
God.
the reason
Why
that
am
it's
I
so
going
great.
down this road right now,
Mike,
you've
see-
got a copy of it at your home.
The Templars of Malta had to give the King of Spain a tribute every year of a bird. And one year they didn't give him a live bird. This is, I think, 1539. They gave him a solid gold jewel-encrusted falcon. And through the years, it gained sort of a sheen of black cover so that it didn't look as valuable as it was. And that's why it looks sort of...
Wait. See, you dropped that. You didn't. That can't be the story.
That
what
is
do you
it.
mean a sheen of black cover? What does that mean?
Over the years, it developed a coating of some sort. They're vague about it in the movie, but it looks like a black lead statue. And that's why in the movie it is so easily overlooked by people that have had it for the last 400 years. And so when they get it, the first thing they do is they take a knife and they try to go into it and they find out that it is indeed just lead, the stuff that dreams are made of. But that is why it does look like that.
So it's a fake?
It is a fake. You never see the actual Maltese Falcon in the movie. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen it yet.
I've never seen it.
If you haven't seen
but
it
I
yet.
don't want to
It's
either.
not in theaters anymore.
Let me ask you this. When something, this fact
Yes.
rolls off your tongue,
Right.
do you ever wonder, man, what have I done with my life?
No, but when I find myself talking to you every day, I wonder, what have I done with my life?
I did say something similar, I guess, in a different vein to you.
Okay, what's that?
Yesterday in a mixed company, as I would say 4 or 5 people, maybe a total of 8 are in the room.
Okay.
And they're having problems with printers, and we finally decided we're getting a new printer here for. We don't have the printer you have, Mike. While you have your problems, the printer we have is 10 years older than the printer you currently have.
Yeah,
So,
they
you know,
have a
they'll
shelf
get you,
life,
right?
don't they?
Our printer is what is known as a special needs printer.
So I said, okay, enough with the printers messing with our workflow. I will take care of the printer. I'm a printer guy. I yell that out like with a badge of honor.
I'm a printer guy.
Well, you love to
It's
procure.
fine between us.
You love procurement.
But
If there's a job that you enjoy, procurement is one of your.
I love getting what is right for the dollars for the job.
But you also enjoy the game, and you're good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
he's
give you
like
credit
James
about
Garner
that.
in The Great Escape.
So
He can, if you need something, he'll
Yeah,
find
he'll
it for
find
you.
it for you. Yeah.
So I said,
Charlie Bernie.
I paused. Charlie Bernie's in Vermont right now, so the
okay.
procurement's all on me.
Okay.
You know why he's up there?
No, he is picking up his daughter from college and
that's
driving
right.
her home.
That's right.
What
I
a nice
forgot.
dad.
Wonderful.
I forgot.
That's terrific.
So
that's wonderful.
I sit there, I pause. Nobody gives me any accolades for being a printer guy. I realized that was the dorkiest thing they've heard in this room.
I'm a printer guy.
And I
I'm a
slinked
printer
out of
guy.
the room.
Yeah.
I said, okay.
Now, compared to the one I have down here,
Yes.
you have a big turbocharged one up there.
No,
Is that
No.
ours is 10 years older than yours.
And it's
Okay, so-
definitely a home unit.
Yeah, it's a home
What's
unit.
the new hot printer that you're thinking? Because I like it when you talk about.
So
stuff
your
like that.
your printer's generation, there's only one upgrade. There's
I
only
have
one
the-
upgrade from what you currently have. And
I have
it's-
the HP failure.
You have a commercial grade HP printer. That's a laser printer.
Oh, he has the Jam 1500, doesn't he?
Well, it's also user error.
Jet Pro 400 color
Yes. So they have one
from the Hewlett Packard company.
Yes, they have one generation above that. That is viable because you're not look. The other option from buying a printer and owning it is leasing a printer from the big office supply stores. And leasing a
Right.
printer is more than what we do not need that cost here at the business. We just need to buy something that
All of our
works on
printer
demand.
money went to the coffee machine.
Oh, well,
Yes.
see, that's why. Well, I understand why that is, because my Hewlett Packard, it copies, it scans,
Yes.
and it makes a nice steaming cup of Joe. If you there's a little spigot on the back. Yeah, and it's like, and every time I drink it, I say, this coffee tastes like ink. Oh, yeah.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
I didn't always lie. No, when I was a kid, I told the truth. But then one day I caught Scott stealing money out of my mother's purse, and I lied. I told her it was homework, that my teacher told me to do it, and she got fired. Yeah, that's what happened. So after that, lying was easy for me. And then I got a job in journalism, writing for the National Geographic. Yes, I was making $20,000 a month. In fact, I won the Pulitzer Prize that year. Yeah, that's a ticket. And then my cousin died, Joe Louis, and I took it hard. Maybe too hard. I tried to kill myself. Yeah, I did kill myself. Sure, I was medically dead for a week and a half. Yeah, and then it was a woman that brought me out of it. It was Indira Gandhi. Yeah, that's who it was. And she told me about Pathological Liars Anonymous. Oh, you'd be surprised how many famous people belong. Why, in fact, at one of the meetings I met my wife, Morgan Fairchild. Yeah, that's a ticket. You can guarantee on that. I'm not kidding you.
This is Wade Byard, the Public Information Officer for Loudoun County Public Schools. The Mike O'Mara Show has decided to start now. Please make all necessary arrangements to listen. This is the Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, and Oscar Santana. And now, without further delay, here's Mike O'Mara.
I have a question for you, Rob. Would you say it might be accurate? Listen to the audience response to that.
Yeah.
Which is really a great clip to demonstrate it.
Yeah.
That John Lovitz maybe had about a 50-50 following. I love him.
Yeah, I think you're right.
There's nothing about him I don't like. The Tommy Flanagan character was just so wonderful.
And
I love that,
even better example is he would kill it as Master Thespian, and there'd be nothing. Just crickets, and I'm dying laughing. I think he's an acquired taste, like bitter,
he's like a cult film,
like bitter coffee.
He is truly like a cult film, and you hear that. I picture that. I'm laughing my ass off.
Yeah,
this
it's
Tommy
great.
is like, I met my wife, Morgan Fairchild,
National Geographic.
And I'm watching and I'm picturing the audience with half the people with their heads cocked like dogs, looking at him. It's just strange.
I don't get, but I'm glad we like him.
John Lovitz.
I like him.
Everyone loves Will Ferrell.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. That's a great point. And by the way, if you don't get that point, well, then no surprise.
Yeah, it's a ticket.
Live from the Podcast Village studios, from Houston, Texas to Gunpo, South Korea, from Montreal, Canada to Fort Mitchell, Kentucky, from Irondequoit, New York to Salt Lake City, Utah, the Mike O'Mara Show on now and brought to you by Cornerstone. Some wise words. Wise words. From Cornerstone First Financial. If you're considering making some financial moves, stop considering and do it. Equity in homes has never been higher than it is right now. So you can buy things.
Let's discuss the bird.
I went from that guy.
You went from Peter Lorre into Sidney Greenstreet.
Peter Lorre, Sidney Greenstreet, then into George C. Scott as Scrooge.
Oh, good.
We're talking over $15 trillion in equity across the country. In fact, since the bottom of the market in 2012, home values are now up 53%, whether you're buying, refinancing, or consolidating debt. Cornerstone guarantees the lowest rate. Rates are low, equity is high, and even if you purchased in the last year, you may be able to remove your PMI, private mortgage insurance. Work with friends of TMOS. These are good folks, and save some dough in the process. Now licensed in California, along with Maryland, Virginia, D.C., Georgia, Florida, and Colorado. Click their banner on our website. Visit cornerstonefirst.com or call them 866-625-1221. Cornerstone First Financial, personal attention from application to closing. And if you missed the very beginning of the show, we're adding a second night. So be aware of that. We will be telling you more about that later in the program. And for those of you that virtually sold out our show with a pre-sale, thank you. That
Crazy. Love
that's
you guys.
Terrific. And we look forward to seeing a lot of the return business from Friday night, too, on Saturday night. We're going to make a weekend of it, the 10th anniversary.
2 separate shows.
November
for
15th
10th
and
anniversary.
16th. Yes.
I could talk about going to D.C. I could talk about meeting my daughter's boyfriend tonight. I could talk about college graduation. I could talk about girl. I could talk about everything that's going on. But what I really want to do is just share a story that all men deal with. Old men, young men, men. Men like this. This is the way men behave. I got a babysitter. We get an early babysitting deal with our wonderful lady Carmen down here. And Mom and I like to just go out and crap around for a bit and then have an early din-din and then come home. And that's what we did last night. And we went to a little watering hole where we like it a lot. It's a nice place to eat. It will go nameless for the purpose of this discussion. And we get over there.
Did we go there when Oscar and I were visiting?
Great question.
Meow.
Yep.
No.
Okay, no. I thought that was a non-committal David Hasselhoff.
You're already beginning to try to guess, and you're not allowed.
Well, I don't want to guess. I just wanted to. I mean, we have no basis on which to guess.
You did not. You've never been this place. It's a new place. It's a new joint.
All right.
And so we walk in, and we're driving through this strip mall where this place is located, and they say they open at 4. It's like, and we're going to go in and we're going to have drinks and a dinner at like 4 o'clock, like 95-year-old people.
Perfect.
And we were literally the first people in the door. And we walk in, and my question to all of you is, I don't mind the female form at all. As a matter of fact, the female form is wonderful. But I think that men, especially with this particular look, have an issue, and it is called the cleavage factor.
Yeah.
I still, to this day, believe that cleavage on a woman can be perhaps the most distracting thing in the world.
In
the world. Yeah. I mean, you try to look away, and it was very. I suddenly, there's no reason I should feel this way, other than being a man
But this bartender comes up, and she's okay. She's pretty.
Yeah.
But she's not, movie star pretty, but she's nice looking, and she's extremely personable. And we're the only people in the joint, and we're going to have a cocktail, and then we're going to have a little dinner. But she has the plunging thing,
sure,
with the push-up thing, and there they are right there. And I suddenly, this is me. Suddenly, maybe it's being Irish. I have no idea. I am racked with guilt.
Why?
Sitting
Nice
there
choice
going,
of words.
I don't know why.
Guilt.
Yes, racked with guilt. Thank you. I don't know how to behave because this is just like in the scene in Animal House where you have the devil on the shoulder and the angel on the shoulder. Because one side of me is like, take a good look, take it all in, take a really, really good look. And by the way, if you look online at all of our stuff that we consume, it's everywhere. It's constant. Women in bikinis,
Yeah, but live
women
and
scantily
in
clad,
person,
the Kardashians
it's
at
different.
the Met Gala, live and in person. And I'm sitting there. And I ended up, say this camera right here,
right,
is the bartender, okay? So what can I get for you? Oh, let's see. I think I'm going to have a, I think I'm going to have a Moscow Mule.
So you're comically
write
avoiding
that down.
it, except for the
comic. I don't know what it might have looked like. I just know that I was completely because
I gotta ask you this.
I never got a really good look because it was so there that what I don't have it's not like I have a desire
What about your wife?
to take this one. She's right next to me.
She know you're having
She's
a problem.
right next to me.
Now, I got to ask you this. When you get in that situation, and I have a specific example that I have the same problem with.
Right.
Once you realize.
It's when Matt comes in, right?
Exactly.
On the days that Matt comes
and
in.
he has that low-cut orange hoodie.
Yeah.
No, but when you find yourself in that situation and you become aware of it, it becomes even more difficult to deal with. You can't be cool with it.
Because what I'd like to do, I'd like to do, if I had no shame and no pride, I would like to be, what can I get for you? And I go, I'll have a Moscow Mule, and I'm not sure what Carla's going to have. Carla, what are you going to have? And by the way, my wife is stunning, and she's very beautiful. And so
save.
She until she hears this right now.
Yeah, she's not going to know.
Let me call her.
All right,
I can't.
You should call her.
She might be. She's
again. That's the thing when you're hypersensitive.
Wearing the outerwear, so
outerwear.
Activewear.
Outerwear is like in the wintertime in Detroit.
She's going to work out. We're apart.
She's got her London fog on.
London fog. Dicker and Dicker of Beverly Hills.
By the way, hey, sweetie, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
We're having a discussion. You didn't make one comment about it, but were you aware of that cleavage on the bartender yesterday?
Cleavage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I did a good job, didn't I? Not letting you even know that I was aware of that.
Yes, you did.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to let you know that. And
I noticed too.
Okay, you noticed it. It was. I mean, she didn't have. I never got a really good look because I didn't want to make you angry, and I didn't want to make her think I was some kind of perv. But she was letting it all hang out, was she not?
Yeah, she was exposing. She let those puppies out to play.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, one more question.
Oh, Oscar's got a question. What, Oscar?
Were they built for speed or pleasure?
Oscar wants to know if they were built for speed or pleasure.
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 Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, but I mean, I said this and I mean this, and you're much more attractive than she, and you know that, and but it was just kind of. I found it a little awkward. Did you?
It was gross.
Okay.
Gross.
Not a word I'd choose, but thank you very much. All right, love you. Bye-bye. Okay.
Well, she probably wasn't.
She got a good egg.
She probably wasn't doing that for a couple coming in for drinks and dinner.
Yeah.
It was probably for the later crowd.
That is the first time we have talked about it. That's the
crazy.
First because it wasn't that big. But I was, and it's also because of my behavior. I said I used
self-control,
maybe a little self-control that I might not have had in my 30s, 40s, and even earlier 50s.
I remember when you used to go to bars and you'd wear the mirrored sunglasses.
Just to stare. Yeah. Yes.
Mike,
yes.
And your shorts.
I would say that another way to address this without being awkward, that I use with Shannon all the time, is I was like, look, do you think that she's going to have back problems in a few years? So then it looks like I'm empathetic to the cause.
You care.
But then we both get to look at them together.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, definitely back problems because that bra is definitely not supporting that right now.
And then do you tell the waitress that you're a printer expert?
I'm a printer expert. Let me tell you, the ribbon around your bra is not strong enough.
I'm trying to do the bit with the two people on my shoulder. So one person on my shoulder goes like this. Here we go. Well, I'll just shut up, Mike. Can you run a board? Can you run a goddamn board, idiot?
Oh, dear. Okay, we're getting ready.
Hey, I'm on Mike's left shoulder. Hey, look at him. Look at him. Stare at him. Stare at him right now. Go on, stare at him.
No, don't do that. You don't want to do that. Don't look at him. Don't look at him.
Stare at him. Look there. She wants them to be seen. Consume them. Look at them right now.
What are you, some kind of pervert? Your wife's standing next to you. Stop it. Stop it.
Come on, man. Come on. She wants the whole world to see them. Ask her to undo another button. Yeah, go ahead. Come on.
What are you doing? You're a happily married man. Don't do that, Mike. What are you doing? Come on now.
Oh, take him in. Take him in, man. Why don't you ask her to lean over and get you another cocktail napkin? Yeah!
Oh, you're disgusting.
Oh, my God. You homo.
MC.
You gotta insult
Sorry.
yourself.
By the way, I used homo only because that was in the movie Animal.
Of course, yeah, it's an homage.
It's not. That's not the kind of language that I do. I like doing the evil and the good.
I like that. Yeah.
So you guys ready to order some dinner? Would you like to have a little dinner? She says that to us.
Right.
I said, yeah, and I said, yeah, I think I'm just gonna have a steak. And meanwhile, I'm going,
Yeah, stare at him. I want a steak. I want some delicious meat. Absolutely.
Why don't you just think about your dinner? Just think about your dinner, you pig.
Okay. Have a big round baked potato with a nipple on it.
all right. Anyway.
Oh my God. Whoa.
Oh God, we're running late. What
That's
are we
a
doing today?
good-looking potato.
Yeah. So, when we come back, we'll just wrap this up because it is a fascinating story. You said I interrupted you when you were talking about Shannon and the protocol.
There are two options.
Okay.
One is health related, and then the others, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Oscar. We'll be right back on the Mike O'Mara Show. Look at him. Look at him.
New York City weather.
Hello, this is Scott Shannon. When I finish broadcasting my morning show, I like to go back to my office, sit back, and relax with one of my favorite guilty pleasures, the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. It's an extra hour of your favorite program, and they use salty language I can't use because of FCC regulations. It's the best way to support TMOS. Hey, that's just like call letters. And when you break down the cost of an annual subscription, each episode averages out to about the price of a piece of candy. So subscribe today and tell them Super Shan sent you. Now somebody play my jingle.
Scott Shannon, C100.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Hims. The problem? Premature ejaculation. Just the facts, Jack. It's not unusual. In fact, up to 39% of men experience it. So, is the fun ending too quickly for you? Most guys aren't thrilled at the thought of opening up to a doctor about performance problems. The solution? forhims.com. Excuse me. The wellness brand for men. Visit forhims.com to get convenient and affordable treatment for your early arrivals. They connect you to a doctor online who can evaluate you and help identify the right treatment. Best yet, it can be delivered right to your door in discreet packaging, so no more awkward in-person doctor's appointments. So if you want to slow your roll and make the good times last, go to forhims.com. Listen what they're doing for our listeners. Our listeners get a special offer. You can get started for just $10. Just go to forhims.com/TMOS to get started. That's forhims.com/TMOS. See the website for full details and safety information for 4Hims, and we thank you. All right, we're talking about the protocol.
Yeah.
I'm a lot about protocol lately on the show. As far as when somebody's got
Best practices.
the cleavage that's out there, we're the only people in there right now. We're at this bar, and
similar situation before. Just another situation that I get in with this is my dry cleaner. A dry cleaner, even in the dead of winter, it's very hot in the back of a dry cleaner, and she is oftentimes just in a t-shirt when she comes out. And again, she's nice looking, not movie star pretty, but it's very hard to make small talk when you're staring at that. And so if this protocol is helpful, I'm into it.
Okay. Is she wearing anything under the T-shirt?
She is.
But it's a light cotton.
But you know what it is?
blend.
It's fighting a losing battle.
Wow.
Hi, Maddie. So, moving along.
But my shirts have never
I always
been...
like acknowledging the one female cast member.
He brings it out a little bit somehow. That it's just because it sounds like Dad in 1963. They're fighting a losing battle there. But I'm talking about it. So I mean, the subject is cleavage.
yeah.
So I'm okay.
And my
All right.
shirts have never been whiter.
Okay.
One is gross. So, you think is there another? Is there like this? Does the dinner party get these jokes?
You mean the supper club?
Yes.
Yes, they do.
God save them all.
Usually about the third round.
Save them all.
Okay, so one is, I guess a concern for her health, where you say, I wonder if she's going to have back problems. So you get into that. So then
They weren't in that category.
I get it, but if it's a small frame, anything could give you the disbalance that leads to back problems, right?
Or an accident in a revolving door, anything.
So then the second is also medically based. It is, man, like I wonder if those are natural or not. But then you can get into the conversation about cosmetic surgery.
My time spent, my eye time in that direction would not be significant enough that I could give you a proper evaluation of size or authenticity.
Got it.
That's how I would describe
Got
that.
it.
And by the way, listen to this, Rob. This is how you do it, okay?
Okay.
You just try to dance around it as much as you can.
Right.
All right? That's what you try to do. Not my shirts have never been whiter that made me want to puke.
See, that's your brain. I'm just saying that's a great dry cleaner.
That's not my brain. It's
Wonderful.
always that with you.
What is he obsessed with?
Don't say it.
Semen.
That you can say.
It's disgusting.
It is.
Gross.
It's always what you want to talk about.
That is the first legit 2019
So
of
bad.
disgust.
So bad. It bugs me. Like, roast me. So you're not giving me any solutions at all.
I did. I just gave you two options.
I was hoping you'd say this is it. You can. Obvious. The serious
What have you
discussion.
said? I want to speak to the manager.
Hey, there are old men down here that pull that kind of crap.
No way,
There was
really?
this is a story that goes back maybe 10, 15 years ago at Cocoonville. There was a house on the tee box, right off the tee box,
right,
and they had down near the little canal. We don't have lakes, we don't have ponds. They're like little drainage ditches, but they're big enough to call them lakes. They're little canals, and they had a platform down there, like a little deck area. You don't boat from it or anything. But there was a young lady who used to sun herself in her bikini. It might have been not even been that young a lady at the time. I don't remember. I remember hearing about it and seeing people in bikinis on that swim platform. And it's right to the left of the tee box, and I thought it was cool. The story goes, and I have no idea whether this is legend or not, that they got a complaint letter from the community.
Ooh.
That's so rotten.
And that the person that sent the letter was a dude. That it was a man who had done that. A man that was so castrated that he decided. And by the way, these are women in bathing suits sunning themselves in Florida.
It's not castrated, Mike. Maybe he was tempted. Maybe it was too much temptation for him.
No, but they're across a lake. It was nothing. It was other than, hey, you move on, and it was a conversation piece. But the people that live there, the people that live there, nice home too, bigger home than mine.
Yeah,
sold it. Boom, bye. See you later.
Of course.
F you.
What is
Thank you
so
very
taking
much.
our hot chicks and we're moving elsewhere.
What's so detestable about that is the fact that it was a letter from the community means the amount of organization and time that the wife made that man go through.
Right.
What
that
a
kind of crap.
horrible woman.
We had a similar issue when I was a younger man, and I lifeguarded probably at 4 large pools. Thank you. One of them, Bethesda Country Club.
Yes.
And
how many lives did you save?
I saved one. I actually
just
saved
sounded
one
funny.
life.
Between Rob's hams going
Yes.
together and you saying, I lifeguarded at 4
Yes,
large
yes,
pools.
yes. So the best summer jobs ever until you get into management, and then you got to deal with all these little F sticks.
Oh, I'd hate being management. I would hate being
Well, it's easy now. They just fly in Russians every year.
So
try not to sink in pool.
All right, very good.
We had twins that worked at one of the pools who were very attractive, and they did not like wearing the one piece that
They were brothers?
No, the girls.
Oh, okay.
The one piece that. Thank you for clarifying.
Standard issue for a lifeguard.
Yes. So they would wear a 2-piece, but the 2-piece
still red with the white cross on it.
No, the Speedo.
Yeah, kind of a sports bra
sport,
look.
Yes. And then when they were off duty, they would wear your general low cut bikini, right?
Yeah.
And one of the members of, I guess, the homeowners association wrote a letter to our pool company, which then came to me to talk to the twins about, to say that they were not, to narc on them, to say that they were not in their one-piece uniform.
This country, I got to tell you something. We are, don't make no mistake about what this is all about. This comes right down to it. I think we're completely uptight. Look at our websites. What do we consume more than anything?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
It's porn in the privacy of and what men. I didn't have the story today, but I researched it today about a story about how many times people enjoy self fun. Okay, it's something like 83% of Americans. All right, but yet all we want to do is this. And it's terrible.
Yeah.
Everybody just chill out, lighten up. Look, I don't think that I think as long as you're not corrupting children, or doing something that's disgusting. If you want to show a little something in the heat near a pool, go ahead.
You're at a swimming pool.
By the way, the bikinis they wore off duty were no more, sensational than other bikinis that were at the pool.
Bikini's a bikini. It's meant to show skin.
2, their sports bra and I guess athletic swimsuits were they paid for them themselves, and then they made them look like the regular uniforms.
Right. So did you yield to the pressure of the homeowners association?
I did not. I said,
Attaboy.
Yeah.
I said,
that's the life he saved.
These girls are too hot for me to say anything about, and I will wait this out. And then the district manager came to tell them, because I clearly wasn't doing it.
Hold on, stop. Turn the music, because I cued you too early.
Right, sorry.
The district manager came
showed
by?
up 2 weeks later.
Excuse me, Mr. Ceballos. There's been some talk.
And the twins were there and brought him. They're like, you probably haven't heard from Oscar, but there have been some complaints from the homeowners association.
Oh, so he kind of went around you.
Yeah, which is
Oscar's
fine.
like,
I don't want to be that guy. You don't pay me enough to deal with this nonsense. And then they're like,
and
all
you
right.
like the twins too.
Oh my
so
God,
that's
please,
it.
they're the best.
Mike,
And
they were the best.
and then you know what they did? They're like, all right, thanks, we quit. Rolled out.
Later. Homeowners Association wins.
Later, well, they quit because you don't realize that nobody needs these dumb jobs.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
They'll find another pool company and move on with their lives.
Did you almost want to quit after that happened?
Mike, a good manager manages. They don't follow. I needed the job, so we're good. They were seniors in high school.
The thought never entered
was
your
in
mind that
college.
you were going to buy a bus of some sort?
No.
Okay, just checking.
I didn't realize that cleavage would take 2 breaks, but should I have known better? No. We'll take a break, come back with more fun on the Don Show, on the Michael Mara Show, not the Don Show. I think it's Don.
Wow.
I don't know what's going on with cleavage. Yeah, maybe because we saw so darn much when I was at. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, this is Tom Brokaw. I like to get my news anywhere I can. That's why I love to listen to the micro.
Hey, everybody, how you doing? Are you hitting that again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thought you liked
Absolutely.
the intro.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much. I blew up that promo, Tom Brokaw, boring me, and I did it. That means I don't have that much of an ego. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, everybody. Hear ye, hear ye.
Yes.
The 2019 Fab Fit Fun Summer Box is now on pre-sale. Treat yourself with items like Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream.
It's the best bum cream.
What voice would be best to sell that?
I think like something like a Ricardo Montalban.
Yes.
Treat yourself to items like Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Boom Boom Cream, a spiritual gangster Maya kimono, and a mini travel blow dryer. FabFitFun is a seasonal subscription box that only costs $49.99. Everything you get is full size. I'm serious. This is a great product.
So great.
I love it. No samples of everything, of anything. It's all wonderfully full size. Many products, individual value is more than the entire cost of the box. That is no lie. That's Carla O'Mara tested. The 2019 summer box's total retail value is over $270, and you can get it for just $49.99. Carla flips out when it comes. She got hers last week. It's incredible. It's like Christmas 4 times a year. Sign up for FabFitFun today. These boxes always sell out. Use the code TMOS to get $10 off your first box. Go to FabFitFun to sign up and start getting the box for a life well lived. Use promo code TMOS to get $10 off your first box. That's over $200 for only $39.99. Go to FabFitFun.com and use my code TMOS to get $10 off your first FabFitFun box. Is Massiello on campus today?
She is.
The double M.
Maddie, my sincere apologies on our behavior on this show. I'm sorry. We've just been a little obsessive. I apologize.
It's
so
okay.
please.
You know, men have it so hard being distracted all the time. It's got to be rough.
Oh yeah, it's yeah. Did I? Okay, me too. Did that sound that way? Did I sound sexist? Okay, I kind of just, it's just, I want to make it real clear. I don't disapprove of anything.
This is 50,
I have to manage my own.
50-50. Yes. Mike, and if anybody, I think Maddie's enlightened enough to understand
I would
this because,
never want to see that woman change the way she looks because it was interesting.
Let me give you some background.
Don't go changing.
Maddie, just a couple weeks ago, so one of our associate producers, Josue, that works here, he had a guest come in and Josue.
Yes.
Gesundheit. I'm sorry. I'm not going to get you in trouble. I'm sorry. I'm almost 60 years old. I can make a joke like that.
So Shannon,
you're going to write a letter.
Shannon goes to Maddie because
this way is the bathroom. I'm sorry.
Enough.
Go ahead.
Please.
All right.
Please.
Sorry.
Shannon goes downstairs because Maddie was in a different meeting. She goes, and Shannon goes to ask Maddie, did you see the smoke show that Josue brought in? And Maddie immediately was thinking of a hot guy as a smoke show because it goes both ways, right?
She realized that the years that Shannon has spent with you, the constant brainwashing of your jargon.
Right.
And smoke show, let's be honest. We own smoke show. That's ours.
No, well,
men get to say smoke show.
Yes.
Men get to say a woman is a smoke show.
That came from Barstool Sports, but men own smoke show.
All right.
So now,
good.
Maddie, what made you feel comfortable to really take our smoke show and apply it to a hot guy?
Well, when I hear, I think, oh my God, I missed a hot man rolling up in here and I wasn't here. How dare somebody not warn me? Because everybody here, it's like gorgeous girls. And I'm like, where are the men?
Yeah, it's sort of a needle in a haystack type deal.
I won't ask Maddie this because I don't want to put her in a difficult situation, but I'll ask Oscar and Rob. Is Josue a decent looking fellow?
Very charming.
Yeah, but a smoke show is more like an Adonis looking guy.
Yeah,
right?
I understand that. Yeah, like like who's the guy that just played Ted Bundy on Netflix?
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Zac Efron would be a smoke show for the women.
Absolutely.
But
settle down.
And known for his abs, right? He's known for his abs. That's
he
his.
has like a 27-pack. It's like not a 6-pack, not an 8-pack. They just keep on coming.
Yeah.
I know a lot about the subject.
Boy, somebody's getting a new show pretty soon with that. That's pretty good. No, the ladies are out there going, right now, there are ladies in our audience just going, yeah.
Josue has a 27-pack of Corona.
So Josue is
He's Latin. Yeah.
I know he's Latin, but I've never heard that Josue. But is he? I mean, if he brought a smoke show with him, does that mean? Well, see, it doesn't mean he has to be good looking. She's good. Look at me and Carla.
Josue is also a very well established photographer.
Yes,
and it's one of his model subject friends. And Josue's in a relationship with another young lady who's also very attractive, a charming man. But what we thought was, I guess, funny was that Maddie came out of the conference room looking for this hot guy, and we're like,
and it was really a woman.
Yes.
Yeah. And so she went back to her desk with her Justin Bieber cutout.
And she was indignant about it. She's like, I don't care about that.
Don't mess with my head.
If it's a guy,
don't mess with me.
Great.
Shannon, I thought we were in this together.
Yeah. There you go. You're going to have to work on her a little bit, Maddie.
She runs down to the second floor, and all that's there is Rob Ford. I mean, what are you going to do?
You got to realize Shannon's been under the supervision of Johnny Misogynista for a very, very long time. So, you got to
brainwash
sure.
villain.
Oh, even better. Oh, my God. Thank you. You think I'm a monster? No, it goes both ways.
Okay.
I'm in my office downstairs, and the bullpen is full of, I would say, 7 women that are working on different projects.
Right.
And I can hear some of the conversation, but I know when my wife is talking. And my wife is telling the girls how when I was courting her that I was obsessed with, like she's like over the top, like he was so in love that he wanted to marry me as soon as a couple weeks in. And I was like a little afraid that he was being, like she was basically painting me.
She was smothered. She was saying to her girlfriends that she was smothered.
Yes, and I lurk over the corner. And Maddie actually saw me walking down the hall listening to this. And I saw her trying to do what is the Morse code that women do to other women, like, hey, stop talking because
here he's coming.
Or guys do all the time where it's like, hey, when a wife is walking down the hall.
I didn't know that you smothered her a little bit. That's pretty good.
I didn't.
Well,
she was flexing. She was flexing. And I said, I smothered her. With the trip to Cabo San Lucas, to the trip to California. I smothered. I didn't say no to the tickets arriving. And when I moved you over, women, they have a different viewpoint.
He just stopped.
On things.
I don't know what happened there. It's
I
like
thought we lost him. Thank God he's back.
I'm back.
Yes.
I sat there. I said, I did not smother you. I did not do any of that. Please, that's revisionist history. I was in love. It was the best times of our lives, and now we just tolerate each other.
It's an equation. It's an equation, Oscar, okay?
Yes.
The hotter the woman, the more the less attractive man has to appear aloof and indifferent.
Yes.
That's why on my first date with Carla, where do we go? We met at, what's that restaurant in town?
Clyde's. And she was
early.
We
met at Clyde's, and she was early with a guy hanging over. It's like, get away. Mine. My date. Go away. Go away. And I think that, what?
Mine.
What?
Mine.
Well, no, I mean my date.
Mine.
My smoke show.
And that was the first night he met Josue.
And Josue was there with his 6-pack of Corona. And everything was fantastic. But I remember, because a lot of people would say, oh, my God, she's way out of your league.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing with this woman and all that? At the end of the day, I dropped her off, and I walked her to the door, and it just right out of a movie, just traditional. And I remember looking at her, and I said, I had a really, really good time tonight. And, I just think, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you. Have my baby. Have my baby. Have my baby. I'm so lonely. I'm alone.
So that's how the
You're the
equation.
most beautiful woman I've ever even dated. I want you. Please come home with me. Stay with me. Don't even leave. I want you coming everywhere with me. Please. I love you. I love you. I love you.
And that's how the equation balanced?
Yeah.
Oh, that works out. Yeah, it all works out mathematically.
She said, please, but no, the true story of it is I'll never forget what happened because Carla, it was nice. It was a nice moment. And she looked me in the eye and she said, please stop touching me. It was very, very, very special.
Well, it was better than what Carrie said to me.
Let go of the hug.
Which was, please stop touching yourself.
Oh, God. Oh,
We're having such a sweet moment.
I'm embarrassed.
Maddie, would you
day.
say my recollection of what happened yesterday evening is accurate?
For sure.
Right?
Yes.
She was making
100%.
me look like I was.
Oh yeah, and everybody was like believing it too. We were like, oh, we had no idea Oscar was so obsessed
desperate.
with you.
Obsessed is the word. Obsessed.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. We have to bring a lot of this to Las Vegas. So we have a no holds barred throwdown.
Yes.
A throwdown, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, it's Oscar's Take on the Mike O'Mara Show.
This week on The Real Interns of Podcast Village.
Johnny here. Office spring cleaning has come to Podcast Village, and somebody threw out the giant lava lamp. Am I surprised? No. Am I disappointed? Yeah. Am I without the proper mood lighting to succeed at my job? Yes. Everything is stalled because of this. I mean, I'm the glue of Podcast Village, and I can't even get my work done. We need a load of Elmers. Stat.
Follow the interns at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Pro Flowers. Mother's Day is this Sunday, and you better not forget to thank Mom. Where would you be without your mom-o? Huh? Come on. You wouldn't exist without your mom, so treat her right. Your mom is a pro at loving you, a pro at supporting you, and a pro at raising you. So treat her to Pro Flowers, people. Carla's Pro Flowers just arrived, and they are so beautiful, so fresh. They made me look like a pro gift giver. Yay me and yay Carla. Pro Flowers lets you choose from a variety of bouquets and unique vases that suit every mom's style. And by the way, if you want to call it a vase, anyone? I mean, go right ahead. No problem at all. Call it a vase. They have a unique vase that suits every mom's style. Simply select the delivery you want, the date, and Pro Flowers carefully packages your flowers and delivers them fresh from the farm. Express delivery means her flowers stay fresh. Right now, get 1 dozen assorted roses for $19.99. That's what Carla got. Double the roses and get a premium vase.
Gospel roses, Mike.
For just $9.99 more, just visit proflowers.com. Click the microphone in the upper right-hand corner and enter code TMOS. That's proflowers.com. Click the microphone and the code TMOS. Mother's Day, May 12th, this Sunday.
Do it!
So don't wait. Order like a pro and get this amazing rose deal to thank all the moms in your life. And now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Oscar's Take.
Oscar's Take.
A review and comment on the news of the day, as only our Bolivian bloviator can do it. The views expressed by Oscar Santana do not represent in any way the views of the Mike O'Mara Show, its listeners, or the right-thinking people of the United States of America. And now, without further ado, Oscar's Take.
Oscar's Take.
Oscar, during her set at the Beale Street Music Festival last weekend, Cardi B admitted to getting lipo. She told the crowd, is it lipo or lipo? I always seem to change it. It's lipo.
Lipo.
But yet fats are known as lipids.
What?
But fats are known as lipids, so I would think it would be liposuction.
Well, it's lipo, I think. They call it lipo. I don't know. She told
How
the
about
crowd.
we all look into it?
She told the crowd, quote, I should have canceled today because moving too much is going to F up my lipo.
Oh, that's nice.
Yesterday, she told E! News why she's so candid about her plastic surgery. Quote,
it was important for me because I don't like worrying about things.
That's my, I'm sorry, it's a terrible Cardi B. She added, quote,
when you see somebody have lipo, you think they just got it at the doctors and it's like, boop, you come out and you look amazing, but it's actually like a very long process recovery. It actually takes a bit more time than 3 or 4 months.
Bit more what?
I'm doing that.
A little more time.
Oh, thank you,
3
Cardi.
or 4 months.
Yeah,
takes
Cardi.
time.
This is Cardi's second procedure. Since giving birth to her daughter, Culture, last year, she also got her boobs redone.
Didn't know that was the name. Culture?
Culture.
That's nice.
Yeah, absolutely. That's lovely, isn't it?
I think the idea of talking about plastic surgery in an open forum is becoming more commonplace. I believe that we've talked about it here, what we would get done, even at a younger or older age, depending on where we are. I think, and I would say the stigma that comes with this type of surgery has even gone where men live. For example, I'll give you The Rock. Did you know The Rock has had augmentation to his chest? And I'll tell you where in a second. Did you know that?
Really?
Yes.
I did not know. I did not know that.
Wild stuff.
So so The Rock's chest, and I wouldn't call augmentation, but a touch-up is more the word. He had a little bit of fat that right under his breastplate that he could not work, like he could not physically, his genetics would not allow him to match up perfectly. So he had liposuction right underneath his chest plate here, his breast, to actually get that out to give him a better forming chest.
This show should be just named breasts.
Yes, I agree.
It's been like from the very. Well, that's fascinating. So men do it too.
Yeah, even
which
the
is
best
why I
of
have
the
a hard
best.
time not staring at The Rock.
even the best of the best need a little help.
Yeah.
All right, very good. I like that. You listen to Oscar's Take.
Oscar's Take.
We talked about this on the show a lot, Oscar. Alex Trebek says filming Jeopardy last season was extremely difficult at times. We didn't know that until today. He'd been on his dressing room floor. He'd be writhing in pain and crying.
Oh, my God.
Then he would have 15 minutes to pull himself together before going back on stage. He also said he had to start wearing a hairpiece, and he talked a lot about that. So, the reality for those people that are curious about Alex Trebek and where he is, he's going through it. It's stage 4 pancreatic. This is the fight of his life, and it's a painful fight that he's going through right now. And I think all of us kind of look at Alex that love that show like I do, and you look and you wonder where he is in the fight. So what's your take on this?
I think this has a lot to do with karma. That last run, what he fought through to get that show on television to help make sure it happened. This is the first time that Jeopardy, just reported yesterday, has beat Judge Judy in the syndication ratings. It is the #1 show in syndication.
That's great.
And to know that effort was made through his ailing health to have that out, to see that now, I imagine doesn't make it okay, but it reinforces that effort. 2, the hairpiece is top notch. Because you could not tell.
You can't tell.
And he's going to be, if it's not on 60 Minutes, he's going to be on Good Morning America, if I'm not mistaken.
CBS Sunday Morning with Jane Paul.
Thank you, CBS Sunday Morning. They showed a quick clip this morning, and I couldn't tell it was a hairpiece. I just thought he had, his hair had a little whitened a little bit more.
Yep,
it's Do you know why chemo causes hair loss? I found this out when Robert is because the chemotherapy is designed to attack the fastest growing cells in your body, because those are the cancerous ones usually. But because your hair grows so quickly, it also fights your hair cells. So while it's fighting cancer, it's also fighting your hair cells because they have a similar characteristic.
Wouldn't you love to see a win?
Oh
my God, yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And you think Pat Sajak is at home being like, somebody, give me shingles, something. I need something.
You know what? He needs a hairpiece.
Yeah, he does.
He's turned into Eddie Munster down there.
You're listening to Oscar's Take, ladies and gentlemen. Oscar David Beckham had his driver's license revoked in England for being on his phone while driving, which is a no-no there. Way to go, England. I mean, I was talking about the lady on her cell phone. It's like a lot of places in the U.S. where it's illegal, too. He was probably texting or checking his messages at the time because he was reportedly using his phone at knee level. He was driving in slow-moving traffic at the time, but the judge said that wasn't an excuse. He won't be able to drive for 6 months. They're coming down on him with this.
Wow.
He'll also have to pay a fine of about $1,000, plus more than $200 in court costs for David Beckham. What say you, Oscar Santana?
So I still can't get past the idea that if you're so wealthy and you have so much, and you're so busy, I would say, like a guy like David Beckham, with the modeling, with the ownership of a team, with the play, with the family, why not get a driver? Why not get a driver so you can get S done? And I'm not.
If he got that, he could start drinking.
Well, he could do whatever. Have lunch. Have a big hoagie.
Have
what
a martini
you want.
lunch.
Do whatever you want. And and
come on, Scary. We're going to lunch.
And some people say it's posh. Some people say whatever. Some people say, well, no, the beauty of the machine and driving. Mike, within 10 years, we're not going to have this whole world of these gearheads like you and I that want a new car even though we don't need one. We want something that's
drive
fast.
For us.
Yeah, they're just going to drive for us. There is a video.
By the way, that'll rear its other ugly head later in the show. Don't skip ahead.
There is an adult.
I know that. Hey, excuse me. Don't skip ahead. I know it's coming. It's coming. It's for you.
Never mind.
It's your take. I'll have it for you.
Please.
You're listening to Oscar's Take, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
You'll thank me later.
Get a driver.
Dennis Rodman has been accused of helping some friends steal clothes from a yoga studio. I watched the video. Oh, God. He reportedly distracted the employees while one of the women stuffed clothing into her purse. This guy. During the same visit, Dennis's male companion lifted a $2,500 crystal art piece, but he dropped it on the floor where it smashed into smaller pieces. I mean, just duh. The store has surveillance video showing all of it happening. The owner claims Dennis and his friends reeked of alcohol and made off with $500 worth of clothing, as well as the broken crystal. He also filed a police report. Rodman's rep said it's too premature to comment. It's Dennis Rodman. What say you, Oscar Santana?
These actions are actions of a junior or senior in college that are that haven't been drafted yet.
High school.
No. I'm saying this is the only, I guess, other option would be you don't have enough money to buy something, so you're getting a discount at a store or a 5-figure discount or whatever it may be, and that's when you get busted. These are not the actions of what would be a Hall of Famer, NBA All-Star. He's known as the Worm. Like the days of him being on MTV or having his own reality show are far gone. And the latest claim to fame is an attachment to a dictator in North Korea. This is so off so complete off brand for him for who he was. That for me, it's tragic. It's a substance abuse issue that nobody is wrangling. He's got a bunch of enablers around him, and the idea now, this actually brings another thought: is Kim Jong-il actually buying him stuff and paying him off? Because if he's stealing from Lululemon, what is he getting back?
That's true. I can't believe they picked up the broken pieces of crystal. I would definitely have left it there.
And it's Kim Jong-un, Oscar, not Il.
Damn it.
Il's the dad.
Damn it.
You're listening to Oscar's Take, ladies and gentlemen.
Send him money.
More here. A new study found our ability to make new friends peaks at age 23, then declines. And the average adult hasn't made a new friend in 5 years. Being too shy or introverted is the number one reason people said they struggle to make friends as an adult. And the second most common excuse is, I don't go to bars anymore. The top 5 also include, it's hard to break into someone's friend group, my family takes up all of my time, and I don't have any hobbies where I meet new people. So it says here, it peaks at 23.
Wow.
And most people haven't made a new friend in 5 years. What say you, Oscar Santana?
We're spoiled as broadcasters because friends are thrust upon us, and we're lucky that way. And while Mike may not be, Rob and I are. Because,
you are.
No, but I got my Cocoonville buddies.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
So I've made a couple of new friends.
Which goes to my second point. If you play a sport or you have a hobby or you get into one, that's
Hobbies.
where you make friends. If
That's
you're an
how you do it.
AFOL, don't fan of Lego. Talk about Legos. They've got groups.
Absolutely.
If you're into IT, you get
it's
an
healthy.
IT group. Yes,
Healthy.
It's good for you.
And I'll tell you where to
Amen.
go. We sent Mike this way. He never went. Meetup.com has groups for everything.
Right.
That's where you make friends.
Yep. Oscar sent me to a road rage group. Didn't work out. Anyway, you're listening to Oscar's Take.
Oscar's Take.
Finally, Oscar, it finally happened. Tesla, out of all the search terms, is currently trending on Pornhub.
Hey!
Thanks to the very sad Taylor Jackson's viral Tesla porno. That's, she became the first adult film actress to shoot a pornographic scene in a self-driving car. The porn video sees Taylor Jackson getting intimate with the driver whose hands are clearly not on the steering wheel. The self-driving car in question here appears to be a Tesla Model X, and it's on autopilot. And I watched this video.
Oh, you did? So research purposes.
It's a research purpose, not my kind of porn star. Just too young looking. It didn't.
How about the car? Did you like
Mike,
the car?
youth is in the eye of the viewer.
I know.
then
She just seemed like a troubled young lady. To be perfectly honest
And
with
what
you.
Oscar
All right.
said just didn't make sense, but that's okay.
Youth is in the eye of the
Schmosker told me all about this. And,
Yes, he watched it,
And
I
he gave me some
suppose.
details, and he found it even before it broke on the news. And just so you know,
Tesla. There you go.
And he said, look, the setup is they're going on a Tinder date, and she shows up, and she's attractive. And then what is cool...
Thank you for giving the plot.
And this is what I thought was fascinating, is that I did not know the Tesla Model X has a feature that opens the door for the passenger. Like, you don't even have to, give, hey,
It's
unlock.
amazing you got that out of that video.
Yes,
That's
and I was
wonderful.
like, oh, look at that. I'd never seen that
Wow.
before. And it does happen, and you can tell the driver is struggling at times, the male, while the female is, where, to actually touch the steering wheel and have a viewpoint, because
I think there might be a thing where you have to have a hand on the
Something,
steering
right?
wheel,
Some-
right?
so
You have to have a hand because his fingers were...
The fun game is to
Sorry.
see the fun game is to see him struggle to get around the young lady to
Right.
tap the steering wheel to be like, all right.
I'm glad that's
I'm okay.
that's the fun part.
Yeah. So,
That's the
But
fun
he didn't.
part.
He still managed to wave at traffic, which was very interesting. Fantastic. Lighting was bad though, but it's a real.
You're in a car.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. We'll take a break, ladies. That's Oscar's Take.
Oscar's
And,
Take.
We will come back with the audio vault and Rob Spewak right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Oh, it's Mother's Day this weekend. And what do you get for that special someone who gave you life? Why don't you head over to the MikeOMaraShow.com, click on the shopping center banner where you can buy something from Macy's.com, Walmart.com, or Target.com. But you better hurry or you'll be sorry. Now let's head back to the man we all know who truly loved his mother, Mike O'Mara.
I do like that better than cleavage. Thank you. Mrs. O'Mara has just appeared in the lobby of the home.
Ah!
Hello, dear. Okay, Daddy's distracted right now. Sorry. It's a fun Friday, everybody.
Can't wait to drink with you at the airport. Due to your amazing support, our TMOS Live Friday show almost completely sold out. Normally, that would shut out the majority of listeners who want to see our live show. After 10 years, we are thrilled at the response to our 10th anniversary spectacular. So, we have added a second show. Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Tickets are now available for a second show, Saturday night, November 16th. Want to come and see us 2 nights in a row? No problem. Not able to make it till Saturday in Vegas? No problem. Worried that you'd get shut out? No problem. We are delighted to announce a second all-new show for Saturday night at the Zappos corporate headquarters in downtown Vegas, baby. We are pumped to see even more of our incredible listeners, but these tickets will sell out fast, so go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and get yours now. The TMOS 10th Anniversary Spectacular, brought to you by Zappos.com. Tickets are on sale right now. Let's turn that down and open this up and get Rob in here for the Audio Vault for Friday, May 10th, 2019, Rob Spiewak.
Now, you know, I got my start interning for you.
Yes.
You interned, right, Oscar?
Yeah, I interned for, overall WHFS when I was younger. Yes.
And, Mike, you had an NBC internship, right, here in Washington, D.C.?
NBC News, radio news down in downtown D.C. in the National Press Building.
Well, if I was a little younger, I might go out for this internship. The Natural Light Company, the cheap beer made by Budweiser.
Anheuser-Busch.
Yes. And as a matter of fact, they're the green beer when you order green beer, right? Yeah. For St. Patrick's Day.
Most green beer is Natural Light if you have a Bud, distributor. Yes.
Well, Natural Light is offering a summer internship.
We're excited to announce the first ever national search for the Natty Light Summer Intern. Now, when typical brands look for interns, they look for stuff like a ton of work experience, 4.0 GPA, and amazing references. Maybe they want you to have made the dean's list. But here at Natty, we believe greatness is more than just a piece of paper. Who the is Dean anyway? We're looking for something more. Somebody who's Natty qualified. A well-rounded, fun-loving human being who knows how to get things done.
All right,
who knows?
Let me stop you right there. All right, do we have a trend now? Because are you seeing that, with the Volkswagen, what's more important than education being first in line at the roller coaster?
Right.
That, you don't have to have do you see that this is trending now?
They
this
are
anti-intellectualism?
Yeah, they're preying on anti-intellectualism. But you see, smart people won't get this internship, Mike, because it's Natural Light.
Right, exactly.
It's the worst beer out there.
It's just interesting the way they do it.
And speaking of Natural Light, new feature on the Mike O'Mara Show, Mike. This is the Mike O'Mara Show Drunk Driver of the Week.
Oh,
in the state of Washington, Mike, no one was hurt.
Okay.
No one was hurt. But in trying to avoid hitting another car in a parking lot, he drove into and through a shopping mall.
Ooh.
People were on the scene. No one was hurt. Witnesses comment.
It drove all the way. Then it went all the way up to Sportsman, turned around, came back so fast, and he right here, so fast, boom, hit it again, and he took off.
Yeah, so he went through the mall and came out. Now, nowadays there's surveillance video of everything. And so we actually have surveillance video of the guy driving into the mall.
Would there be anything else?
Yes. Do you have a Miss Piggy?
Greatest chase scene in the history of film.
The greatest. And shot in a real closed-down mall.
Couldn't do it today.
No. And remember what Elwood says, hey, look, disco pants and baby clothes. Man, this place has everything. I didn't realize Jim Fowler was still alive. The animal expert that used to go on the Johnny Carson show.
The number 2 guy that was after Marlon Perkins on Wild Kingdom.
Marlon Perkins would probably be 120 now. Well, Jim Fowler died this week at age 89. And did you know that after Johnny retired, he and Jim Fowler continued to hang out and actually went on safari together. So he had a real friendship with Jim Fowler. Johnny Carson did. But perhaps more notable, Jim Fowler is a guest on my favorite episode of Seinfeld, the one where Kramer builds the Merv Griffin set in his apartment and books him as a guest. Here's Jim Fowler, the late Jim Fowler, on the show Seinfeld.
A little later, we're going to be talking with animal expert Jim Fowler.
Where are the cameras?
Mr. Fowler, I have a squirrel here that is a miracle of modern science.
George, I told you, we're booked.
Careful. Hawks and squirrels don't get along together.
Ooh, another interesting confrontation. This could be spicy. Yeah, George, bring him over.
No, you idiot. Hawks eat squirrels.
Are we getting this?
Anyway, the most dangerous YouTube bunny trail you can ever take is The Tonight Show. And if you ever watch some clips with Jim Fowler, he's always great. Love him on The Tonight Show.
Absolutely. Wonderful.
Joe Biden had a great moment at a rally this week where he was trying, to play it cool, and a lady screamed something to him in the audience, and it's just a little awkward.
Look out. Kind of looks like my old neighborhood home in Claremont, Delaware.
You can hug and kiss me anytime, Joe.
To which Joe does the sign of the cross and hangs his head as if in prayer.
Thank you.
Very nice, thank you. So I believe that will follow him around for a while. Now let's
Well
close.
handled, though. I thought he handled that well.
Let's,
you got to give credit where credit's due when it's due.
Let's close with this. D.C., we've said it before, not a very good sports town. Would you say Boston is one of the best sports towns there is?
Oh,
Boston is a great sports town, but also now, as I've mentioned before, a spoiled sports town. Congratulations to the Bruins for beating the Carolina Hurricanes last night. It's they're kids that have grown up and not known loss. It's pretty amazing.
I'm glad
really
you brought that up because this clip shows
sports loss.
Loss.
They've never known loss.
That sounded a little heavier than I wanted it to sound.
On a Boston sports radio station, this clip went viral yesterday. They were previewing the game, Bruins and Hurricanes, and this is how the Boston host handled the hockey expert from the Carolinas.
How did this happen?
Well, first of all, they started scoring some goals, and they were losing a lot of close games, and in December things looked pretty bleak. But then the puck started going in a little bit more.
I can't listen to a guy with a southern accent talk about hockey. You hang up on him? His southern accent, I can't.
He hung up on him.
There are teams, hockey teams in the South, many. You got to fly a guy in from Canada. I didn't like his southern accent.
Mid-sentence, he hung up on him based solely on his southern accent.
Oh, my God.
So that's your Boston hockey fan. Have a great weekend, everybody. That's your Magic Audio Vault.
Oh, my God. Another one in the can.
Can't do it.
Oh. Hey, listen, everybody, please, let's sell this second show out as quickly as possible. You'll just help our anxiety level if you do that. Thank you very much. We are opening the doors for a second show Saturday night, November 16th. If you want to come see us 2 nights in a row, you can do that. If you weren't able to make it into Vegas until Saturday and you were saying, I'm not going to be able to see them, come out and see us on Saturday night. And if you're worried that you get shut out because we almost completely sold out with the pre-sale, our first show, no problem for you, too. And for all you people that went to the first show, come to the second one, too. We'd love to see you again. We're delighted to announce a second all-new show. We're going to be at the Zappos corporate headquarters, downtown Vegas. Come out and see us. The 10th Anniversary Spectacular, brought to you by Zappos.com. And thank you for your continued, after 10 years, you still support this show. God bless every one of you. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Before you go, please make a mental note. Today's show was made possible by the TMOS bonus packages. You can secure yours right now by going to MikeO'MaraShow.com and clicking on the red bonus banner. Buy it or give it. Either way, you're helping out TMOS, and that's a good thing. Thank you, and go in peace.
Thank God it's Friday!
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
I have a sentimental weakness for my children, and I spoil them, as you can see. They talk when they should listen.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.